Till their financial situation becomes more stable, it can seem easier for a lot of young adults, many of whom are college students, to put off making any investing decisions. They might consider it too risky or complicated, when in fact, adults in their early 20s are actually in the ideal position to begin their investing journey, despite dealing with college debt and low salaries. Taking a long-term view on their finances and investing funds consistently over time ensures that they will have savings ready when they need them. The right time for young adults to start investing is now. The main thing that young investors have going for them is time on their side. There are many reasons time can be helpful when it comes to the investing world. If you invest at an early age and incur a loss on your initial investment, there is more time to make up for it. Investors starting later in life have less time before they reach retirement, and because of this, cannot take on as much risk in the stock market, or they face not having enough money for their retirement plan. Another benefit that time grants younger investors is the power of compounding returns. Albert Einstein once called compounding, growing saved funds over time by reinvesting the earnings, the eighth wonder of the world. Because the value of money generally increases over time, regular investments made from an early age can be hugely beneficial when looking to retire. The longer an investor has his or her money in the market, the more wealth he or she can potentially generate. For example, if a 20-year-old were to make a $10,000 investment that grows at an annual 5% interest rate, it would reach $70,000 by age 60. On the other hand, if a 30-year-old investor made a $10,000 investment at the same rate, he or she would only have yielded $43,000 by age 60. The earlier you start putting money away, the less you will need to contribute later in life. The advantages that come from having additional time in your investing plan put young investors ahead of those who prefer investing when they reach a later stage in life. But besides the advantage of time, why else should young people consider investing their money? Despite most young adults' inexperience with the stock market and investing as a whole, young investors have flexibility and time to learn from their successes and failures. They have years to study the markets and find out what investing strategy works best for them. The younger generation is also more tech-savvy, so these investors can use the internet and other resources to study and research investing techniques. Online trading platforms have also become more accessible than ever. But there are also social media platforms where investors can discuss investing together online. Technology has opened up the investing world to a wider user base, allowing young adults to further their knowledge base and confidence when investing their money in the stock market. In spite of the increased availability of the investing world in today's time, one concern that might linger for young adults is the possibility of losing money on their investment. While investing can be risky, this is another situation where starting in the market at a younger age is favorable. Since young adults are less likely to have a large amount of savings invested, they risk losing less capital than if they were to invest later in life, where they would likely be looking to invest money saved through years of work. Alternatively, if an investor feels too inexperienced to pick individual companies to invest their money in, they can choose to invest their savings in an index fund instead. An index fund is a portfolio of stocks that a consumer can invest in that provides broad exposure to the market through a wide variety of companies. Index funds aim to return passive profit based on the risk and return of the market, since the stock market as a whole generally outperforms any single investment. These are a great way for young people to have their money in the market without doing too much research or managing their portfolio. The investment world might seem overwhelming to young adults, but learning to increase your savings for retirement is an important investment in your future. Investing does not have to be a complicated, difficult process that gets put off until later in life. The earlier you start, the easier it will be to build wealth from the stock market. Even if you have to start small, young adults have definite advantages over those who start investing later in life. These include time, the ability to take on more risk, flexibility, and opportunities to increase their savings in the future. Don't wait, it's in your best interest to start investing early. Thank you.